Yeah, the next is about interfacing a motion detector PIR sensor in Tinkercad using the Arduino. Yeah, let us first learn what is PIR sensor. So the PIR sensor stands for passive infrared sensor. Actually, it is a low-cost sensor which can detect the presence of any human beings or animals. So this is the diagram of your PIR sensor. Yeah, used as an electronic sensor to detect the infrared light radiating from objects in its field of view. Okay, so let us know how does the PIR sensor works. So the PIR sensor detect the infrared radiation emitted by the warm objects, basically in the range of human body temperature. Okay, there are two or more pyroelectric elements which generate the electrical signals when exposed to IR levels. And then the sensor is designed to detect the differential changes between its elements because it helps in the sensing motion. Okay, so regarding the components, as you can see from the diagram, there will be a pyroelectric sensor, the which is nothing but your core component that senses the infrared radiation. And second is about Fresnel lens. Though the lens is nothing just to focus the infrared radiation, just to increase the detection range. And control circuit will also be present just to process the signal from input to the output. And last one would be the output component, which is nothing your any digital signal. Either it can be of high state or it can be of low state. And regarding your PIR sensor, it finds its application in various fields, used in motion detectors, used in security systems, and in automatic lighting, and in consumer electronics, just like in automatic doors and energy saving devices and all. Yeah, and so there are certain key points you want to know about PIR sensor. So advantages we have seen and key components, I mean key points include the detection principle. It helps to detect the IR radiation, right, which could be in the range of human body temperature. And it is also designed to detect any differential changes, which helps us in sensing motion. And last one would be your sensing element. Okay, the proper calibration should be there in order to avoid the false triggers and all. So performance can also be affected by temperature fluctuations or airflow and obstructions. So it proves a very relative use compared to other sensors. Okay, and regarding your PIA sensor, there would be three pins will be present in your PIA sensor. One is your ground, and next is your VCC, and last would be your D out. So as usual, ground would be connected to your earth ground, and VCC would be your power, which can be given as 5 volt from in your Arduino, and D out denotes any of the digital output, which can be given to any of your digital pin. Okay, yes, you'd have got some idea about your PIS sensor. Let us see how to interface it using your Arduino in your Tinkercad. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna create another project which is of interfacing motion detector using PIR sensor. We have seen what is a PIR sensor does, and for a project, I'm just taking the Arduino UNO out. Yeah. Next, what I need is PIR sensor. PIR sensor is this one. Just dragging and dropping. Yeah. Next, breadboard I need for small size I'm choosing. I'm dragging and dropping the same here in the workspace. Next is the LED. Yeah, just directly fetching into the breadboard. And next is the resistor. Yeah, just anyways, yeah, we'll keep it over here and let us see the pin connection. So first we'll go with the PIR sensor. As of it have three pins. First is your ground and second is the power and third one would be the signal. So ground as usual, just bringing it here. Yes, I'm indicating the color to be in black just to indicate it's a ground connection here. So the power, I'm just bringing up. Yes, as you can see the 5 volt. I'm just changing the color of the power to be in red. Yeah, we need to give supply to the red mode. So giving the power. Yeah, yes. Just wait. Yeah, just bringing it. Actually, I'm just giving. Yeah. And then negative side, I'm bringing it down and giving it to the ground and making the color to be in black to indicate it as a ground connection. Yeah, and regarding the PIS sensor, on signal pin is there. I'm just bringing that signal pin to number 2. Any one of the digital pin you just can give. I'm just changing the color to be in green to indicate the digital pin out. Yeah, that's it about the pin connection about your PIR sensor. Moving out to the LED. Yeah. So your cathode side, I'm just directly grounding it up and indicating the color of the ground to be in black as well. And anode side, I'm just connecting a resistor. Yeah, and one side of the resistor, we need to connect to any one of the digital pin, right? Yeah, obviously I'm bringing that, connecting it to 13. I'm just changing the color to be green to indicate it as a digital pin. Yeah, this is what about your pin connections. And yeah, we'll see the code and how does it works. Yeah, and I've just kept the circuit to be in more presentable way. I'm just going to change the name as PIR sensor so that we can understand it. Yeah, once we get changed, the changes will be automatically done. Yeah. And moving on to the code side, have we already worked it out? Yeah. And already have kept that default code. And we have done with our code. First int let pin equal to 13 and int PIR pin is 12, sorry, 2 and int PIR state. PIR denotes your PIR sensor state will be initially in low condition, that is the value would be on 0. So these 4 line indicates it defines a variable first LED pin and assigns the pin value to the 13th pin in your digital pin in your Arduino section, and PIR pin, which is nothing but your PIR sensor pin, is being connected to your number 2, and PIR state is in off state and in low state. Okay. So the initial value would be of 0. So the sensor, depending on the sensor states, the value is initial 0, and moving on to the void setup function. So pin mode LED pin comma output. So I'm calling the LED pin as your output. Okay, and next is pin mode per pin as input. Here the PIR sensor is your input. Okay, if you have any object or if you give any sensing to that PIR sensor, so that's why we call it as an input section. And next is your serial communication. I'm just starting the serial communication just to be displayed in your serial monitor. And next we goes with the void loop. Yeah, void loop value is equal to your digital read of Purple. So purple is nothing but it starts the loop function, reads the value from the PIR sensor. It reads the value from the PIR sensor. PIR sensor, which is nothing but your pin number 2. Yes, so it reads the value from your pin number 2 and stores in the value val. Val here is a variable value. So it reads the value from your pin number 2 and stores it in the variable val. So this val can be either high or low. Okay. Just if the motion is detected means it will be high. If there is no motion detected means it will be in low condition. Okay. Yes. Coming on to the if loop condition. So if the value is high, digital write off let pin comma high. It does not mean that if it checks, okay, it actually checks if the PIR sensor has detected any motion. So it prints if the value is high means it detects any motion and turns the LED on. Okay, to be in high condition means it's glow. Otherwise, if the PAR state is low, means it will be printing, there is no motion, right? So, if the LED glows and the value goes high, it prints the value as motion detector. If it does not detect any motion or if it is in low condition, it will be printing the word as motion ended. Okay. Yeah, and closing brace of the loops. Yeah, let us see whether it's detecting the motion and gives the output. Celia monitor, I'm just making it visible in order to get. I'm just bringing here our project to detect in such a way that can be more presentable to you. I'm just simulating. Yeah. Okay, I'm just clicking on it. Yeah. See? You can see the blue ball to be your any object or any sensing, either it can be a human or your animal. I'm just bringing it here. You just see the changes the PR sensor is detecting and the LED is glows. Yeah, the message is also being given as motion detected, motion ended with a delay. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'm just doing it. Yeah, the LED starts glowing and it's getting off. So again, I'm doing same thing. If the LED glows, the motion detected message will be shown. And if it does not, the motion ended message will be shown. Okay, I think I've got some idea. Just stopping the simulation. This is what about your interfacing your motion detected PIR sensor in using your Arduino in your Tinkercad. Yes. And stop the simulation. I'll just move further on to the next programs also.